explanations to the matter. Be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to hit that like button, share this content, let that friend, that neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. This including the ice wall, baby. The name is Law Nation. Put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Come on with it. We got some developing news. The developing news. There's no sign today at practice of a Micah Parsons, and there's no sign today at practice of Jerry, Wayne, Jones, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Ain't no party like a Law Nation party. Put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Come on with it, baby. The name is Law Nation. Shout out to you, King Morning Star, Mr. Soulful, Cam. I see you, fam. Appreciate you. So, either someone kidnapped Micah Parsons or the Bohemian Grove ritual for Jerry Jones' blood sacrifice didn't go through. So they don't know where they at. Where they at? Jerry! Where you at? Come on, Jerry! The secret meeting. The Illuminati all over my body, baby! Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Appreciate everybody for tuning in and being part of these type of episodes. As the Cowboys go to the first week of preseason, and I can't wait for Saturday, man. I'm sitting here ready for Saturday, man, because I need to see these boys perform and play well and all of this stuff. And, yeah, Ice Cold says, yeah, Law, I see you back in the comfy chair. Yeah, no more Quality Inn, Law. I had to stay in the Quality Inn for 14 days, man. Yeah, Quality Inn, man. One of these days, man, my supporters going to put me in a Ritz-Carlton or something, you know. But Quality Inn, Law, is gone, you know. How's my guy Shango is doing? Justin Bennett. He's doing great. You know what? You just reminded me what I need to do as far as Shango and everything. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. So developing news is that Micah Parsons is not at practice today. And not just he's not at practice, but also Jerry Jones is not at practice. So maybe if I'm not mistaken, what can get all of the attention from the other teams in the National Football League versus Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons getting paid tomorrow. It's Friday. You know, you're going into a spell where there's not going to be really other talks. Why not, Jerry, instead of the first week of September versus, dare I say, the Eagles, let's just do it the first week of preseason. Come on. Yeah, let's get this preseason signing of Parsons so that we can stop having this fan base divided. Now, this could be, ladies and gentlemen, a come to Jesus moment or sit at the table moment of Micah Parsons speaking too glowingly of other teams. We do know that the Rams, and we can call it the way we want to say this and that, but Aaron Donald said, hey, if the Rams go trade for Micah Parsons, then I'm coming out of retirement, in so many words, right? And what I'm getting at is that it takes two to tango. Jerry may say to himself, yeah, You could want to be traded, right? It doesn't mean you're going to get traded. You can want all you want. I still hold that key. But what we never seen in the history of the Dallas Cowboys is showing affections and love and all of those good things to another team while you're still under contract. Because Micah Parsons did say, look at this, and then he at his agent, David Mulugeta. So that's how things goes. But neither here nor there, Cowboy Nation, I appreciate everybody for rocking and jumping in. So far as practice and far as things going, my guy John Machota, he'll be boots on the ground today. Of course, y'all know I made it back to the great state of Texas. We had a great time. I spent, or in words of Jerry Jones, I spunt 14 days, close to 14 days out there. And it's intriguing to be out there for that length of time. Shout out to all of those who sent me stuff and helped support. And there's someone that I forgot your name, but you did send me a long, detailed message about, how much you support the channel and you would like to get some signatures and stuff like that. I did get the towel, and I did get the signatures. I got Trayvon Diggs to sign it for you, Ryan Flournoy, Malik Hooker, and a few other guys. I think Josh Butler, and who else was just right there in that spot? Chauvin Revel, I got him to sign too for you. So just look for me to hit you back up, and you can send me your address, and I'll mail it off to you, bro. But I appreciate you for your support. There will be some more practices. There will be some more practices here in Frisco. I think they're going to have a big deal on the 19th of this month as well as the 20th. So we should all be out there. Ryan Flournoy is still with the team, and shout out to the Flournoys, yes, indeed. So they showed good love for the nation while we was out there. And I told them, just like I'm telling y'all, and Dad Flournoy and Mom Flournoy, I said it to their faces. It's going to be hard to make this wide receiver group. And Flournoy, he don't have a lot of sponsors in the building. It's a new coaching. They didn't draft him, right? Now, Shotty could be saying, okay, I like this kid. I like what he can bring to the table. But where the logjam comes at is that you got Mingo and you got Jalen Tolbert and you got Cavante Turpin and you got a guy that's been having 9 lives all of a sudden. This guy been having 9 lives. Let me see if I can pull up this clip. This guy been phenomenal. He's been catching anything and everything. And it is due to Joe Milton. So it's going to be a situation, a scenario is going to be difficult to win that battle without highlights. And I don't have that clip, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Jalen Brooks caught that 75-yarder. It was just crazy. All right, so here we go right here. First play, Jadon Blue, and we see something that looks pretty good here. The boy's just fast, y'all. When he's out in front, you're not catching him. And Kyer Elam, he's pretty fast as well. He's really fast, Cowboy Nation, and I like what he brings to the table. Let's see what else we have here. First play is a takeaway. Let me see what happened here. Throws it underneath, 40 ounce. What's going on, 40 ounce? Oh, no, 40 ounce done fumbled the bag over here, man. 40 ounce done fumbled. How dare you fumble that? Y'all can see that pretty good. Yeah, man. Who heads up play was that? Is that Bland? Let's look at this again. off the edge. Okay. Oh, I got to watch it one more time. Or was that 20? I like these hustle plays. Is that 41 all the way down the field? Let me look at this again. That was Bland. 87. 40. Is that 40? Is that 41? Y'all let me know. Can y'all see that? Is that 41 picking up the ball? I'm giving y'all terrible play-by-play on this one. It's funny. 40 fumbled the ball and 41 picked it up. How about that for numbers? All right, let me see once again. Yeah, that is Donovan Ezaraku. I love seeing a hustle play like that. Oh my God, I love seeing that. That's playing through the echoes of the whistle. You can't hate that. And just by element of surprise, let me go back to here, and I had him on the screen. Now my title of this show originally, and then when the news hit, as soon as I hit submit, it kind of messed up my titling. But my title of this show, and I want you guys to help me go along with this process, is what rookie need to step up. That's crazy asking a rookie to step up. But, okay, defense, they said defense doing this thing today. Okay, I can't wait to get back over there. I'm going to show y'all that highlight. What rookie need to step up? Like, we need a rookie to step up. And I'm going to tell y'all, if this contract dispute is still on the table and feelings are ultra crossed, right, we're going to need 41 to continue to step up. But ultimately, I need all of the Tylers to step up, Tyler Powers. I need all of them. But most importantly, from a rookie, I definitely need Tyler Booker to be him. If he can just be him, man, if his name don't get called a lot, and if he can go through this season with a minimum of like 7 penalties, I'll be happy, right? I'm not having the crazy expectations of Zach Martin, but if it's a minimum of that, then that's okay. You gotta say everybody need to step up. Okay, John Machota got some more stuff. Boy, John is on it. Okay, let's look at what John we tweeted, and we will have the Cowboys collectively speaking, on the show later on today. So bear with us. Let me see if I got to hit this button right here. Yeah, I love this, All right, so boy. All right, so we right here. Joe Milton Thumb seems to be okay. Woo! There go Ryan Flanoa. I mean, you can say a lot of things about a lot of things, right? But one thing you can't say is that man don't have an arm. And that arm right there, watch how it's like butter. You can hear him, like if you out there in Oxnard, Brandy May can contest to this, but you can hear a little, you hear that when he throws the ball, and it fits right in. That's a soft touch. And I'm not beating up Dak Prescott when we compliment another, because I always got to say this somehow, because there would be a group of people saying, hey, Law saying that Joe is better than Dak. No, what I'm saying is when you just look at the small things that this guy needed to work on, he's working on them comfortably. To a point. Shout out to you, James Brown. He said, Law MNF Nation. Oh, hell. We got an injured player, man. Lo and behold. Before I get to that point, my guy hurt. He said Jadon Blue is hurt off of this play. Let's see. I hope it's just like something small. We don't need, he's on the ground. I needed to stay in Oxnard, man. Get up, Jadon. I'm yelling like he can hear me. Oh, man, get up, man. I need to know how long he was on the ground. I know John snips it and goes to the next play. But if we got anybody boots on the ground, man, I was just giving praises to my guy. All right, let's just wait till the season. Let's not practice nobody. Gosh, man. Cavante Turpin look good. All right, so I got some updates on it. It was Sam Williams with a face mask on Jadon Blue, and he was down for a few minutes. Okay, so it's just a face mask, so he's okay. Okay, good. Anything, he might have a neck contusion, head contusions, whatever it may be, but he'll be all right, man. Okay, so I'm glad for some clarification. And Sam Williams, you got to be careful, man. You know, okay, so Toxic Tom said season is over. All right, so it was a face mask, y'all, and that hurt. If you ever played the sport, somebody ripped that mask, man, your neck, them ears and all of that stuff hurt, man. Like literally, that's when you start fighting a little bit, you know. But this is Javonte Williams. Now, here's my only thoughts, and I'm being real with y'all. We saw the other day, us versus the Rams. We saw the other day that we can barely get an inch on some of those run plays. Now, on the flip side, we saw the other day that Karen Williams, he was body slamming my guy 18, you know, and he looked like he was just running like he was Quicksilver, the Flash, Barry Sanders' nephew or something. And they was doing a lot of movement and moving here and there. So what I'm getting at is that even though I want to say, yeah, Javonte Williams run, I want to say Jadon Blue keep running, I definitely will like to say all of those things, but the small part of my mind, in the back of my mind, is saying, Law, that's not Kool-Aid worthy now. You know, hey, put that Kool-Aid down, dog. Now, you can go grab the cup, you can go grab the ice, but don't pour none of that Kool-Aid on that yet, you know. We got to see these guys in a live physical setting this weekend, Saturday. I'm primarily looking at the run game. I'm looking at the formation. Yeah. VA boy saying he's seeing ankle injury, Law. Let me see. Calvin Watkins. Let's see what he states here. Deuce Vaughn is back out there, y'all. Hey, shoot. You get one and then you get the other one. He was carted off. Oh, Lord. I just wish it was just a face mask thing. All right, so when he was carted off, let me know, Cowboy Nation, those that's in the chat area, who is reporting that so I can get more details on it. Yeah, because all we have here is what John is posting. Okay, so now I see the card off. Okay. It states here, Cowboys rookie Jadon Blue is headed to the medical tent. Oh, Lord. All right. Boy, there's only a teaspoon of people at that Oxnard facility today. I'm seeing only like a teaspoon of people. All right, so if it's an ankle, my highest hopes is that it's not a high ankle sprain. I hope it's a low ankle sprain. Or my lowest hope would be he just need to get re-spatted up, right? The ankle just came out and he just need to get it spatted up, okay? And that's just for what we hope, that he just need to get his ankle retaped, right? And what they do here is, since we such a fragile organization. Now, David says sources say that we are looking at Kenneth Walker from the Seattle Seahawks. Kenneth Walker won't be bad. I think that the Jets want too much for Breece Hall, by the way. You know, yeah. Yeah, he just needed, come on, y'all put it out there. He just need to get retaped up. Come on. James says, is Blue a smaller back also? Yes, he is a smaller back. Yeah, he is a smaller back. He's not a big back. Big back. He's not one of them. Yes, indeed. And Javonte Williams, I looked up when I was out there, he's not that big of a person as well, but he is strong. He like a little bowling ball. And it looks like you're going to have to take more than an arm tackle to get him down. Now, who's our biggest back? Phil Maffa, when you see him, you're like, okay, all right, let me get out the way. Hunter Luepke, he don't look like a football player, but he is a football player. He look like a construction worker. So if you see Hunter without the football pads and helmet on, you probably think that he's like a construction worker, or, he don't look like a burly football player. He don't look like a fullback. He just look like a average guy that like paper plastic, sir. Yeah. He just needed to rub some dirt on it. Yes, that's what I'm hoping, John. I don't want none of these guys. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this again. And I'm standing on business with this, ladies and gentlemen. I want both sides. I want both sides to be healthy week 1. Yeah, I know it's dejecting news, man. I'm trying to figure out a way. Yeah. No, but Hunter, he's a big boy. But, construction workers, man, you're like, hey, man, yeah, like, man, it look like you should play football. That's what you look like. But Phil Maffa, he's a big boy. Yeah. He don't look like a running back. He look like he belongs in the tight end room. Yeah, construction worker. Y'all leave me alone. Drink you a 40-ounce. You be all right. Yeah. So that's just for what it is. I hope it's precautions. It's news updated that they're going to head them further into the locker room now. So, bummer. Now, our running backs are falling out like flies, right? Now, let me be the first one to get into this. All right, I'm going to say this first, though. I ain't trying to Ray J nobody. I'm not going to Ray J nobody. I'm trying not to say it. By our running backs falling out like flies. Would you guys be acceptable? Oh my gosh, man, I'm laughing like I'm high over here. Would you guys be on the line to bring back Ezekiel, Elijah, Elliott? Would you bring Zeke back for a cup of coffee? I'm just asking for y'all. Let me see what the comments say. But I just know. Oh my God, Vincent, that's not funny, dog.
What's your point? Let's go, man! Let's go!
Wait a minute, man.
This is where we hold them.
Hey, man.
I knew it.
I knew, yeah. I couldn't say it with a straight face. I was trying look, nobody thought that they would see La'el Collins back in a Cowboys silver and blue with the star on the side of the helmet. Yeah. And he haven't played football in 2 years, Yeah, but I'm just saying, let me be the Ray J of it, So if it is any news out there, bro, y'all gonna be like, Law, that naysayer said it first, man.
Let's go, man! Let's go!
Zeke, what we got, baby? I got peas and bologna. That Zaza got law. You need to go back to Cali and bring all of that stuff back with you. You know what I'm saying? and start over, Law. That's what you need to do, Law. All right, man. Back to the highlights that's going on here. If you paid for if you paid the $300. If you paid the $300, if you played the $300, you got good game viewership today. If you're out there in Oxnard, okay, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so this is CeeDee Lamb. I don't know if it's a touchdown or not, but Dak, he rolls to his right, he throws to his left. Oh, another tunnel screen. I love that. I love that we bring in these type of plays back to the table. You know what this play reminds me of? I think it was Dez Bryant versus the Washington team. And Tony Romo did the exact or the similar play just like that. It was against Washington. They was talking all of that noise, and boom, Dez was able, or it could have been Dak year one or something like that, and he ran it all the way back. That's what that play reminded me of. And for the life of me, I didn't know why they took that particular play out of the playbook. Like, come on, man, throw a little smoke, get a little tunnel screen. Things don't have to be 5 and 10 yards down the field and 20 yards down the field. Just do some things like that and get things moving and grooving. Yeah, so let me see. Okay, good. So that's a good play by CeeDee Lamb. All right, this is a play by Luke Schoonmaker. This probably be his first, and I mean just that, his first big play down the field. Shout out to Schoonmaker, who really took advantages of the situation. Schoonmaker took very good advantages of the situation for Brevin Spann-Ford. And what I'm telling y'all, if Brevin never rolled his ankle, there would have been some hard conversations or some smooth conversations. Don't y'all know that? Let me put the camera back on me just a little bit. Let me just show y'all what I'm talking about. Have y'all ever thought about this? If Schoonmaker was overdrafted, right? And the teams, like the people that liked him, who pretty much said, okay, we could work with him. What year was Schoonmaker drafted here? Y'all let me know. What year did Schoonmaker come here? Was Kellen Moore still the OC when Schoonmaker got here, or was he gone? Because if so, you can probably use him as a trade bait to go. Dang, as soon as I start talking about Schoonmaker, never mind, disregard. Now they saying reports. Man, I'm going to get off of this doggone lot. Now they're saying Ferg is down. Hold on, let me see what's going on here. All right, so that's Schoonmaker again. I'm sitting here trying to trade Schoonmaker away. And now Ferg went down. Hold on, let me see. Jake Ferguson was down a little bit after taking this shot in the back. Let me see. Oh, that's a dirty play. Let me see. But I'm not calling that player dirty. Hold on. Let me see if I can zoom in. I got to be careful with my words. I don't want nobody to think I'm calling somebody dirty when I don't have evidence of them being dirty. Y'all get what I'm saying? Let's see. He drops back. Missiles it. Who is that hit him? All right, so those who at the house that can pinch their phone screen and zoom all the way in, let me know who hit him like that in his back. He immediately went to go pick him up, but we don't like to see these injuries, man. If another person go down, if that was Sam again, and we're going to have to tell Sam, come on, sit on down. If another player goes down, I'm going to need to fly back out there to Oxnard. Yeah, it ain't dirty, Swain. It was just me overreacting a little bit. So y'all don't call the play dirty, y'all. But who hit him, though? Y'all zoom in and let me know who hit who, you know. Y'all let me know who hit him. Sam hit him again. All right, we just need to tell Sam. Look, we're gonna put you on the sideline until we play the Eagles week 1. Yeah, take them out. Don't take us out, you know. Yeah, that's what we need to tell Sam and them, you know. Let me see if we can get back to this one. Hold on. No more updates on Jake Ferguson. It was Kenneth Murray with the hit. Okay. Y'all zoomed in and it was Kenneth Murray? Yeah. Yeah, when I was out there, he wasn't practicing, so I didn't get a chance to get a real evaluation of Kenneth Murray. But one thing I can tell you is that James been having a real good camp. Shamar James, Mears Learfowl, they've been having a real solid camp. And I ain't mad at them, you know. Those are things that we really like to see. Let me make sure there's no other updates. No other updates. John don't have anything else. But while I was looking at this, what we want week 1 is everybody to be and everybody to remain healthy. All right, for those who just now tuning in, I want to lament the fact that there's no Parsons at practice today. And on top of that, we don't have Jerry Jones. So maybe they are arm wrestling each other over this contract, and maybe, just maybe, we will see something materialize by tomorrow. That's what we're hoping to see as far as this news. I get the people that's skeptic of let me see what we got here. Maybe Joseph got some stuff. Hold on. Y'all bear with me. All right, maybe some people are skeptical of Jadon Blue has not returned since getting, hold on. Y'all bear with me, I got some news update. Jadon Blue has not returned since getting twisted to the ground, but face mask from Sam Williams. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, So they said Jadon Blue is not subject to return today. All right, so I got my guy Joseph. Let's see what we got here. We saw this one. That's that play I love Lamb doing anyway. All right, and then this Jadon Blue, he's walking. I don't see any limp. That's just how he walked though. He walked with that little gangster lean. Okay, all right. So this is Joe Milton with a touchdown to Trayshawn Holden. That Trayshawn Holden is going to make it difficult for a lot of people, man, as far as the decision making. I'm glad I'm not making those. All right. Jake Ferguson is in pain. He stood up while he walked around. Now he's on his knees. Oh, Lord, that can be, if he dropped down to his knees, that could be a spleen. That could be gallbladder, something hit one of them damn parts of that back, wherever he hit him at, kidney shot. Them kidney shots would take you down, bro. And if he fell to his knees, man, shoot. That back, man, that hurt the worst. And especially if you don't have that little back pad right there, and which we normally don't wear, nobody wear that. It hurts, man. And it looked like he hit the shoulder blade to that back. And when you in practice, you really don't even have to do that. You know, if you're not going for the ball, because you can't tackle. So whoever hit him, whoever it was, right, not trying to cast any aspersions on anybody. But when you don't even have to really lean forward like that. You just go for the ball. I don't know why he tried to tackle him. I guess he forgot he was in practice against his own people. All right, so this is a touchdown to Jake Ferguson. All right, now this is a better angle right here. Let me see what he did. Okay, let's see what he did. Oh, jeez. God, dog, boy. Watch this. I'm going to mute it. God, that hurt me. He just, that. Man, what is he doing? Not to tell these people how to practice, though. Yeah, not to tell these people how to practice. All right. So Jake Ferguson skipped the injury tent and headed straight to the locker room. 3 Cowboy players had left today. Jake Ferguson, Jada Blue, and Dak Shepley. Not Dak Prescott. Dak Shepley. Those are the 3 people that left practice today. Man, can we survive practice? That's what we need to do. Jeez. That's wild right there, y'all. Let's see what Coach was saying earlier.
Oh, good question. I'll give myself a C, maybe a C minus. You know, just we didn't have as much success, but I also had a lot of bullets I didn't use. I actually screwed myself up. I got pissed, so I called the bomb. I called the bomb. I wasn't supposed to call the bomb. The coach was like, "Really? I thought we were leaving that out." I was like, "Yeah, I kind of got pissed off." And so, we do have those plays. Just so you guys know, we have those plays.
Hey, coach, my favorite now. He said he got pissed, so he called that 75-yard touchdown bomb. I love that. Shoot, coach, man, you gonna be forever my coach if this stuff pans out this year, man.
I called the bomb. I wasn't supposed to call the bomb. The coach was like, "Really? I thought we were leaving that out." I was like, "Yeah, I kind of got pissed off." And so, we do have those plays. Just so you guys know, we have those plays. But literally, I did that, and I was like, "Man, that felt really good." But shit, now they know we have that play. So, yeah, I was like the squad, just okay.
Man, how y'all like that about Shotty? You know, that he wasn't worried about showcasing some of those things to us, right? He wasn't worried about showcasing some of those things. So that's dope, man. Shout out to him for being transparent, man, because some of the things that we look for. All right, hold on. Let's see what we missed out. Okay. Let's see what my guy got on him. All right, so that is Ferguson down to his knees. And now we're going to watch Schoonmaker play. Yeah, don't want to get copyrighted. Okay, all right. Drops back. Ooh. I mean, Schoonmaker. Okay, underneath. Okay. Joe looked for Ryan Flournoy. Jeez. Did he catch it? He didn't catch it. All right. Ryan, you can't drop them now. Yeah, all right. Ooh. Let me tell you where he messed up. Now, he did do a good job with late hands, but sometimes you just got to go out there and grab it. You know, watch this. All right. He didn't high point the ball, but that defender on him, though. Good play by the DB, though, Rochelle. That's Rochelle that we picked up this offseason. All right. Let me watch this play again. Thank you for tuning in to the Law Nation Film Session as we take a deeper look at Ryan Flournoy. All right, he's curves at the top of the route. He's right there. Now, the ball, let me see if I can just go. Yeah, right here. Slow motion. Slow motion with it. Oh, man. You got to high point that one. He allowed that to get in his frame just a little bit. High point it right now. Or let me see if he got his hands in there. Nah, he got his hands in there. It's good. Good play on the DB. And the ball bounces. Did they count that as a catch still, though? Did it hit the ground? He might count this as a catch. Shoot. Y'all bear with me, man. I'm in my football mindset. Appreciate you. All right, let's see. They got some more news on here. Okay, let's see what we got. Boy, this is intriguing to know. All right, so we are Cowboys. That's dope. Hold tight for me, man. I'm gonna let this play roll. I gotta check something at my front door. I got a package. Hold on. I'm gonna give y'all some music though. Give me a few seconds, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna play a little music while I go get this, okay? Not that one. Let's gonna play this one. Let's run it up right quick. Hold on tight for me.
Yeah, I just wanna run it up. Kinda check or something. I've been really in the field, let up, yeah. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Small $5. Yeah. Shout out Law Nation, shout out Memphis.
Kinda check us on.
We need Micah taking reps, getting his body to football shape. He has the capability to be lead MVP.
Lately, I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, there's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer calling to the gym.
Face with raised
I've been
eyebrow
really
face
in the
with
field,
raised
let
eyebrow
her rush,
face
I let
with
her
raised
feel.
eyebrow.
Lately I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check us on. Lately I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up, count it up, count it up. Lately I just wanna run it up. Yeah, I just be off the dome. I never own no chrome. Too many foes and clothes. Yeah, I be at home alone. I be in zones alone. I be on road alone. Yeah, I've been really in the field. Let her rush, I let
All right, we are back, man. We're back with it, Cowboy Nation. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Great seeing you guys in this deal here. Okay, so I'm just going to update. Let's feel Mafa again with the run. Like I say, when you see him in person, man, that's a big old boy. Yes, indeed. And you can't get him down with just an arm tackle. No. All right, so we got some updates here. We got Dak to CD. And don't let them boys get on the same page now. Don't let them get that, you know. Let's see, we got news here. Sam Williams can barely get on the field and hurting all of the players. My guy, crazy, man. Sam out here on a hurt missionary deal. Okay, all right. So this is Cavante Turpin. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good because the ball bounced up in the air and he caught it twice. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Cavante Turpin, man. He's having an unbelievable camp. He's having such a great camp right now. I would tell Cavante, man, you wanna see the sidelines for a little bit? We get what you can do. Let's see what somebody else can do. This is Joe Milton to Ryan Flanoy again. They been on the same page. Woo! See? Now, it's making it such a hard thing for me to see, man. If Joe Milton, look, it just hit me. It's like literally we got like the off-brand versions of our starters. Law, what are you getting at? Like Ryan Flanoy and Trayshawn Holden, they like the off-brands of CeeDee Lamb and Pickens, right? And if them two boys can get going on the second team, right? On the second team, boy, we got some good stuff that's going to happen for us down the stretch, right? Ryan Flanor and Trayshawn Holden. And they like the off-brand version of CeeDee Lamb and Pickens, man, for real. Now, reason why I didn't bring up Mingo is because I think Mingo already going to be working with the ones, so he don't get a lot of shine with the threes and the twos. And if Ryan Flanor keep finding himself the ball like this, him and Trayshawn Holden, this is going to be a crazy situation altogether, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Yeah, we got teams. It's like our groupings is just crazy. Y'all get what I'm saying? It's like our groupings are very much so crazy. Like our wide receiver group, we got too many in there, right? Jalen Cropper, he's showing you plays. And then Trayshawn Holden, undrafted guy, showing you plays. Jalen Brooks showing up, late to the party, but he's there. He bringing stuff. And you got people on the back end like Mingo and Kevontae Turpin. These are our ancillary pieces. But one can argue that Kevontae Turpin is saying, hey, I'm no longer ancillary, y'all. I'm primary, Don't do me like that, man. Y'all better get your mind right. Okay. We got some more stuff over here for my guy. Okay, let me see what we got. We're not gonna look at that anymore. Not gonna look at that anymore. Donovan Ezaraku keep pushing and fighting to get Dak Prescott, who gets it off at time for a completion to CeeDee Lamb. Okay, so that's the other play. Let's see what Donovan can do. All right. The separation is there. Pad levels is pretty good. Hand placement, look, he didn't allow him to get inside. Let me show y'all this. Let me see if I can do it this way. Hold on. Y'all bear with me. I'm going to see if I can zoom in on this for y'all. I'm going to take this video. We're going to go back now. Appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in. I want y'all to keep rewatching this for educational purposes, man. Keep watching it for educational purpose. I really like Donovan Ezaraku. Not to say that he will be the replacement of anybody, but if you got a guy that already know hand placement, disengagement, shoulder dip, and figure out ways to continue to go upfield and get upfield, shoot, you got you a diamond. And on top of that, when you look at everything too, ladies and gentlemen, we can say we got too many wide receivers. That's a good thing. But you can't have too many pass rushers. I'm just telling y'all the truth on that one. You can't have too many of them. Get as many as you can. And don't listen to the notion of people saying that you don't need elite pass rushers or you don't need pass rushers because of some anecdotal information. What I'm telling y'all is that, shoot, if we can continue to penetrate, get upfield relentlessly, shoot, it can be a great situation for us all together, man. And the Cowboys just need to do just that, ladies and gentlemen. Continue to figure out ways to utilize and use. Okay, I got it bigger right here. Is it bigger? Yeah. Is this bigger? Yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. Off the line. All right, so we're looking at this right here, off the releases. Get off the releases. He got his hands inside, so that's okay. He didn't win that rep, but watch what he do to disengage because he know that this is a tight end that he got to get to his responsibility. Yeah. He redirect him to the inside. Get off of me. He got to break free now. And he's getting upfield, y'all. I like that. Let's watch this again. Let's watch it in real speed. Yeah, get off of me. Not a long conversation. Rip, disengage. If that read wasn't there for Dak Prescott, if Dak couldn't get that out, 41 would have had him a sack. These plays are very crucial. 41 would have had him a sack. But shout out to 56 for coming in with the help. 56 did a great job of dropping back enough to help. Man, I like what I'm seeing out of this. Okay, so we got Joe Milton to Josh Kelly now for a touchdown. Wow. Dime City, baby. Watch out that ball. Shoo. Hey, one of the things that I was talking to some of the wide receivers that was here last year, and they said from their mouths to us was basically saying, at least we get a chance to see for that opportunity to shine. Because there are some quarterbacks that would never attempt to throw this, and these wide receivers will not be able to showcase their skill set and ability. But you can't dislike this at all. To see these bombs in practice, I know it's not a game, but man, we talking about bombs in practice, y'all. Yeah. So you got to like this. This is like back in the days when you seen Dante Culpepper or Cunningham when they had Moss. And I'm not saying that he's either of those guys or these guys, or I always got to do this, or these guys are any close to Randy Moss. But it's good to see that these guys can throw the ball vertically, or a ball can be thrown vertically, and you can see the full skill set of Joshua Kelly. You know, so shout out to Josh Kelly, who he got a long shot to make this team. And I'm talking about he would need 2 or 3 of these plays this weekend. If Josh Kelly scored 2 or 3 touchdowns like this on Saturday, he would win his freedom papers. He would literally be one of those guys that all of a sudden.
Entertained? Are you not entertained?
Yeah. If he can get something like this done in the preseason, that's how you win in the Cowboys world. If you can show up, show out, win your freedom papers, that's exactly what you need to do. No offense to anybody, man, when I say freedom papers, but y'all get what I'm saying for those who understand, you know, is that and I'm not calling these guys slaves or anything, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, give me this pay and call me a slave. But neither here nor there. All right, so we saw this Joe Milton to Ryan. That was a deep one. Joe Milton, deep ball, touchdown. This must be the other angle with Josh Kelly. Oh, my God. This is good, y'all. Yeah. Joe knows. Russell, we will definitely try to keep you up to date with all of the DD 214 freedom paper. Yeah. If you got that, yeah, you got to have that DD 214. Yeah. Dante Culpepper couldn't do it. Yeah. Oh, Big Benny says Cooper. Yeah. All right, so this is a touchdown to George Pickens. Dak Prescott. Do they really count this one as a touch? A tubby? Yeah, okay. Now, Dak is more surgical with his. When I was out there in practice, he attacked more so east and west and occasionally north and south. Joe Milton, he attacked north and south, occasionally east and west. And his east and west, they coming out like bazookas, like he would have tore Pickens' hands up on that play. But there's going to be a time that we probably get a chance in preseason to probably see a series of George Pickens and Lamb. And it could be without Dak Prescott out there because it's preseason. And we get a chance to see Joe Milton operate and work with the ones. And that could be a sight to see. We'll know more about that in the next few days because somebody got to get reps. And I will be crazy. Let me just keep it on this while I talk about this because I love this play right here. I love this angle better, though. Where's my other guy? I love his angle right here, man. Yeah, that brother looked like a Nintendo game. All right, so I just don't want to see 3 quarters of Will Greer out there, you know. And shout out to Will Greer. I like Will Greer. But I want to see at least some excitement in seeing something with these wide receivers, like a Josh Kelly, like a Jalen Cropper, like a guys that's on the back end, Mingos and Trayshawn Holdens and whoever it may be. I want to see more of those things. You guys get what I'm saying? Let me see what else they got here. But I appreciate y'all. Let me see what this angle to Josh. That boy. That boy throwing bombs over back there. Okay, yeah. That boy didn't dotting them up, boy. All right, let's see what we got here. And Dak makes something out of nothing. Frank Tarkenton. Okay, all right. Running back Dak. Watch this. Yeah, I know that's scary. You turn your back to the defense, and then you turn around. You don't know what you got, especially from that angle. Yeah. Joe to Ron Flanoy again. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Them boys on the same page. Let me refresh and see what they got. Any more news on this. Appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in. Do me a huge favor. If you can, hit that like button, share this content. Let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. That's a touchdown. All right, so this is Dak to George Pickens. Let's see. Throws, okay, yeah. All right, we saw this one. Good catch right there. All right, so this Joe on a scramble. Oh, my God. Action Powell says, Law, we went from Trigger Trey to Smoking Joe. The Milton. Riggs. Now, let me correct some things right quick. Let me say this right quick. Trey Lance and Joe Milton probably have the equivalency of the same arm power. Like Trey Lance, he don't have a small arm. I think that he was beaten up so bad, you know, and this what ruined Trey Lance. Now, granted, you know, they won that Hall of Fame game, and you're going to take that with a grain of salt. But I think that with confidence, with Trey Lance, and not being all in this, like, you got to understand, and this is me not trying to put any Band-Aid over the bullet wound. I think the Cowboys shouldn't have used that money as far as draft capital to go get Trey Lance, by the way. But when you look at it, playing for the San Francisco 49ers, only having a spoonful of college tape, right, and them using up all of their draft capital for that spot, and being put in that spotlight of you got to save the 49ers organization, right? They've been on a drought longer than us, right? And you flip that over, you got Mr. Irrelevant that's playing unbelievable, and you guys are looking pretty much the same in preseason or in practice, but they went with the Mr. Irrelevant because he took them to the Super Bowl and beyond, or he took them farther in the playoffs, and they traded you away. And it's not like you go to Miami, or he would have been dope with the Ravens to be their backup, but that's a whole nother conversation. But they traded him to the Dallas Cowboys. Bro, to be in that spotlight, to have all of the Dak haters, right, to automatically be on your side. It's crazy to have that pressure, plus with the silver and blue and the star on the side of the helmet. Boy, Trey Lance right now may be in such a best situation that he's under the radar, learning from a good coach. He's in a good situation. But he can probably do the exact same things that Joe is doing, but the mentality, and the mindset was ruined. Yeah, it's wrong. It's hard to be over here with the Silver and Blue Cowboy Nation because our fan base have changed in the last 15 to 20 years. And we more of the toxic, and no offense to you, Toxic Tom, but we more of the toxic fan base now, man. And people have unbelievable expectations. Chargers, the expectation for the Chargers this year is, can they just get to the postseason again, right? This is Dak Prescott to C.D. Lamb. Dak drops back, throws it, and he's on par with C.D. Lamb. They getting into rhythm, y'all. And call me crazy, I just need to see it against a different team, though. I just need to see it because we don't have a Trayvon Diggs out there, right? A healthy one. And Bland, shoot, he on the other side. So we need to see whether or not we can continue to do this with some premiums. You know, who that did he did that on? Is Kyer or he did it on Booth out there? We don't know. But it just good play though. But I still need to see it against a different team. Yeah. All right, Todd, man, appreciate you for you here. All right, so Jalen Tolbert. This is Dak to Jalen Tolbert. Okay. A look catch and fall to the ground type of movement. Big year for Jalen Tolbert. Yeah. Yes, indeed, Cowboy Nation. Let's see what we got here. See if any more. Boy, they spoon feeding us some good stuff today, y'all. Yeah, some good stuff outside of the few injuries that we had, some scares. Hopefully none of these injuries are significant to a point where they're going to miss out on days of games. But somebody tell Sam Williams, slow it down just a little bit, man. Don't hurt everybody. Let's see what we got here. All right, so this is the other angle of Dak Prescott to C.D. Lamb on the same side, okay? So, yeah, Dak Prescott to Jalen Tolbert, okay? Okay, so what it says here, Joseph, he's put down example of trouble created by C.D. Lamb and George Pickens on the same side. Jalen Tolbert is left open. All right, so it goes into like a trip bunch formation, yeah. It's kind of hard, man, you know, for you to say, okay, who got Tolbert? Dog, you better have two on CD. and it's kind of hard when you say, okay, well, who got George? Well, you better have a safety over the top always on George. So you got to make sure that you pick your poison. And the poison is either you're going to drink some Windex. You got an option to eat some rat food, you know, some rat poison. Or you got an option to drink the we call that the coolant, the antifreeze. So it's still poison. Now, the safest out of all of them probably be that Windex. That antifreeze gonna get you. They say it's so sweet it tastes like it's some good Kool-Aid, but then you get the shirk. Yeah, so I'm telling you, you gonna have to pick your poison. Whether it's antifreeze, rat poison, or name me some other stuff, y'all. Some lighter fluid, you drink that, you know. Let me take the shot of lighter fluid, though. Let me get lighter fluid, you know. And don't put Everclear. They put Everclear may be the poison, you know. That's diabolical. Like that's what we're saying. We are literally saying, we are saying this right now. Let me see what they got here. Let me see if I can pull this up, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everybody for tuning in and being parts of these conversations. The name is Law Nation. Do me a huge favor. This channel is driven by the likes. If you guys continue to hit that like button, share this content, it helps the stream out. It's no money to you. It just help out a content creator like Law Nation. You know, it helped me out, man, you know. Yes, indeed. So I appreciate y'all. So y'all do me that huge favor by hitting that like button and sharing this content, right? Yeah. Somebody said it's like bleach. Yeah. Bleach, Windex. We got all of it. Okay, so This is their weapons. They're gonna have to pick their poison. I know for sure. Week 1, Odor Jackson. This is Odor Jackson. Let me make sure because I forgot that he got to their team. All right, that's a familiar face. We've been burning that kid up. Really, he's light-skinned. Really, when he first got into the league, he was white. But when he went up against C.D. Lamb and all our guys, boy, we turned that brother to a melanated brother, and he was light-skinned. And now that y'all see the melanation on him now, that is because C.D. Lamb been burning him ever since he got into the league, and we're going to continue to burn him. Yeah, he going to be my color by the end of the year. Yeah, Odor Jackson, we ain't worried about him. We ain't worried about him. We put an X by him. Cooper DeJean, he's good. He got him a ring. I get all of that. But at the end of the day, Cooper DeJean, he got stiff hips, and he's really good on two-way goals, right? And I'm not beating up Cooper DeJean, but he can't hold a candle to a guy with short area quickness and subtle movement like a C.D. Lamb. Or if you put in a Cavante Turpin, it's going to be too much for him inside that slot right there. But I like his skill set. But he don't have the oiliest of the hips, though. So he's a little stiff. We'll see what we're going to do, put him in the blender too, y'all. But I'm gonna give him a question mark. Quinyon Mitchell. Now, I'm old enough. Toxic Tom says, man, look, I'll just say it, man. White man can't cover. Nah, he caught him a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. I'm going to give him a little respect, Cooper. I'm going to give Cooper DeJean, Billie Jean a little respect. But Quinyon Mitchell, Guantanamo Bay. I seen one play, even though they're beating a dog break off of us, I've seen Jalen Tolbert get him, though. Now, I'm just saying, pick your poison, though, Philly. We got bleach. We got Windex. We got antifreeze. We got rat poison. Just pick which one you want because our boys are going to be doing some good stuff over here. Hold on. Let me see. We're going to go team. We're going to go boom. Y'all bear with me. Appreciate everybody for jumping in. Let me find the Cowboys. Let me find my Cowboys. Boom. Let's see what we got now. All right. Boy, let me flip over to the other side. Defense. Boom. All right. Oh, my gosh, boy. This is what they got? This is what they got us at? This is what they got us at. The return of the scene. I can live with this, ladies and gentlemen. If they think out of their cotton-picking mind that all of a sudden that Cooper DeJean and Odor Jackson got any possibilities of slowing down this combination, oh, man, I got land on the moon for sale. Yes, I get all of this, the greatest front seven and all of this stuff, but, you know, he's still not proven yet, even though he has some good stuff here and there. Jalen Carter, yeah, we'll see how Jalen Carter going to do. We make sure we had to get 2 on their side. Jalix Hunt, okay, I get that. And we know that Guyton will not be there. Smith versus Steele. I'm going to put a question mark right there. I just need Dak Prescott to have more than 1 second. I need for Dak to have 2.5 seconds. If he get 2.5 seconds, it's going to be a long night for the Eagles, man. Come on with it. It's going to be a long night for them. Y'all get what I'm saying? I hope that y'all understand what I'm saying. But I love this matchup. I love this matchup right here because I've seen this matchup before, one-on-one. And the Eagles, what they gonna do is, I already know what they're gonna do. They're gonna do this right here. They're gonna move Mitchell over here. They're gonna move Odor Jackson over here on Tolbert. I just don't think that they're gonna go back and have a situation and scenario that Mitchell all night gonna be on Tolbert, because it's gonna be a all you can eat Golden Corral buffet. And I heard Golden Corral, they revamped their menu like the Red Lobster, and I heard there's gonna be some good eating there. Let's see what they got as far as updates and practice, man. Appreciate everybody for jumping in and tuning in. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all like what y'all seeing today. Stephen Jones met with Trayvon Diggs after practice. They shook hands. Okay. All right, let me see. Nothing else after practice. Let me go to my guy John Machota page. Practice is over with. Okay. That was the last play there. Cowboys, Stephen Jones, and Trayvon Diggs. What they doing? Want to wrap you in my warm embrace. What they doing, man? It is just to get close to you. What they doing, man? All right, give me some more context to that, John. Were they just talking to each other? Is they saying, yeah, the deal is done with Parsons? What they doing? Is that a secretive handshake? Come on. All right. Thank you, Jay Business. Thank you. You said, Law, you bring the heat. Appreciate you, man. Well, the Dallas Cowboys, from what we know and noticed today, there was a few bang stuff that happened. All right, so here's 4 minutes that just been updated. Let me get my hooked on phonic eyes together. It states that Cowboys Executive Vice President Stephen Jones said Micah Parsons remained with the team even though he wasn't at practice today. More evaluation is needed on Jadon Blue and as well as Jake Ferguson. Don't think either of these guys' injuries are significant, though. So I do love that aspect. Okay. Yeah. So with that being said, if you guys watching this for the very first time and you don't know what to do with your odor and you got to stay in control, if you got a little odor, let me tell you, the best way to stay in control is to check out my partners here. Let's talk about control. And first and foremost, I'm talking about control body odor, and that's anywhere. And all you have to do is shop.mando and get $5 off of your starter pack, and that's over 40% with promo code LAW, shopmando.com. Let's go. I use this body wash odor control, full body control with Mando. They have the product here, and they also have deodorant that you apply under the arm for 72 hours of odor control. You want to be in control. And speaking of control, they also have the product that you can apply all over the body, the invisible cream, and it also fights for 72 hours. Look, it's all about being in control.
This is your humble
and with
servant.
Mando, man, they control body odor anywhere. All you have to do is shop.mando, get $5 off your starter pack. That's over 40% with promo code LAW, shopmando.com. Let's go and let's stay in control of your odor. I love it.
Let's go, man!
Oh, boy!
No doubt, man. So use Mando and use promo code LAW. That's law. Get 40% off of your starter pack. And they do have those wipes, man, just in case, you out and about and you need to wipe some stuff. Be sure to check them out as well. And like I said, control your odor. Control your odor, up to 72 hours. What I like to do is before the top of the hour, I like to get you guys feedback. We'll be still listening in to any news that's approaching after practice, making sure that everybody's safe and is okay. Keep in mind, Cowboys Collective is a little later on today. Be sure to join the notification squad. It starts in about 4 hours. So no matter where you at, it starts in 4 hours from here on the Cowboys Collective Show. let's okay, hold on. They got some more stuff. Shout out to my guy Machine Gun John, because John, he is one of the best out there. And let me pull up this right here. This is Donovan Ezaraku. All right. Lyle Collins getting in some work action with them after practice. And it's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have the opportunity and not be prepared. Right, Cowboy Nation? So that's what I always like to say when we do these things. But if you are looking for a great situation with an opportunity to resolve some issues that you may have had, whether it's a fender bender, whether it's been a situation that somebody T-boned you, or if you at work, I'm talking about if you in your car, if somebody T-boned you at the house, there's a whole nother conversation. Pause if necessary. But if you are at work, a slip and fall, you hit your hip, you hit your pinky toe at the edge of that coffee table, maybe your office is not OSHA compliant, then I'm going to tell you who you need to reach out to. You need to reach out to our partners over here.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first.
Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
No doubt. Be sure to reach out to our partners. They got a combined of over 100 years.
And they understand the cost
of experience
that is involved.
Call my phone, hit my line. Only ones who down for.
That's a lot of experiences, baby. 214 or 817-333s, and all of the threes you can dial. Call them before you hit 911, by the way. And when you reach out to Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers, they will take great care of you, not advantages. And on top of that, everybody needs a lawyer. Come on with it. That's Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers. If you can't dial that number, visit FrenkelFirm.com. Now, my line for your mind is 657-390-7391. Yes, indeed. Be sure to reach out to us if you want to talk some sports. I got my guy from the 214. That's what we said over here in Mississippi. 4. My guy Darius, you live. Talk to me, man.
Can you hear me good?
Hey, man, I can hear you well, bro. How you been doing, man?
Man, I've been doing amazing. Was I right about Shotty or was I right about Shotty?
Keep me updated. What you had on him?
I mean, basically that we going to get a Super Bowl out of him. And just overall, like, my overall assessment on Shotty was that, number one, he's 1,000% better than Mike McCarthy. And just the way that he conducts himself. Like, I've been listening to and watching every press conference that he's had. I couldn't do that with Mike. At all. Yeah. Like, really. Just
like anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, it's like watching paint dry. Like, I couldn't do it. Like, every time I see a Shotty interview, press conference, I'm watching it. You know what I'm saying? And so everything that he says, everything that he does, it all plays into one another. And everything he says makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So just overall, so far, your assessment on Shotty. Basically.
After this weekend, he can move up from a 5.5 to a 7.5. But so far, man, I'm loving everything that he's doing. He's transparent. He said that even he graded himself as at a C in that Rams versus Cowboys thing, and he said he got pissed off enough to throw that bazooka play, and we needed that, bro. You know, we need coaches that's human, you know, that can get emotional a little bit, that can show their actions on the sideline. And we've been having a docile coach for the last 3, you know, to a degree. Mike McCarthy, he was very docile to a degree. Jason Garrett for 13 years, 13 seasons. And then right before that, we had Wade Phillips. All of those guys are giving you a lot of docile energy or beta type of energy. And I'm not beating up Mike McCarthy. I get it. He tried to smash the watermelons and stuff like that.
Beat him up.
Yeah. But I'm gonna beat him up though. Big Chucky Mike, you mother sucker. You know? Let me leave it alone, man. Mike McCarthy may be partners with Frenkel, and Frenkel now lost his sponsor. But no, man, but for real. But for real though, Mike McCarthy, he didn't move his weight around enough. No shame in his weight.
He got a lot to move around, goddammit. It's not good.
But now, man, I'm beating up Mike McCarthy. Although I was campaigning for him, I sound like the biggest hypocrite with that. But I'm just telling y'all, I'm for real. Like, one of the things that I said when Mike McCarthy was here is that he didn't move his weight around enough, right? So not to personally attack him, but just to get everything back to football. I just think that Mike McCarthy outweighed his time. No shade at the weight, but he outweighed his time over here due to those particular things. Hopefully, Shotty can get things going with energy here.
Yeah. One thing I'll say about Coach Marv is, well, he says it's the saying where you bleed more in peace than you do in war, and I think that's kind of what we're doing right now. And I would kind of I really don't want it to happen. That us, we get nicked up in the off season, but if it's going to happen, you would rather it happen this way versus it being in the regular season. But just overall, man, some of my takeaways on the training camp is that everything is moving extremely fast. Like the tempo, I'm not even just talking about the plays themselves. It seems like the training camp, the speed, the precision, everything is on point and everything is moving extremely fast. And I don't remember not one time of it being like that. You know what I mean? And so the one thing that I'm gonna say is, listen, in this season, we're not gonna go undefeated. Right. I'm gonna ride for Shotty because I truly believe what he has going on. We are going to win a Super Bowl with Shotty 1,000%, man. No doubt, man. Just, I'm a ride with him 1,000%. And so, yeah, it's good talking to you, Lord, and I appreciate you.
No doubt, man. Good call for my guy Darius. Just a different approach, a tree. And I hope that you guys see the humor side of it. Nothing personal, y'all. I just like to crack jokes here and there. Just a joke. Don't beat me up over the Mike McCarthy thing. And we hope all is well with him, right? But right now, if me and Mike McCarthy were to go and apply for a head coach job, we both got the same answer right now. No. Him and Jason Garrett, and maybe still Wade Phillips. All three of us, or four of us, if you add Wade Phillips in it, we go apply for a job in the National Football League as the head coach, we get the same answer, y'all. That's all I'm saying. All right, and back to this part. What's the new coach now for the Raiders? What's his name? Y'all help me out. A tree is known by the fruit it bears, right? And we've been talking about, like, synergy. We've been talking about just things in general, like what coaching tree this guy's from, et cetera, et cetera. And when you really look at, okay, we get the Wade Phillips. That's many a moons ago. But what tree did Jason Garrett fell off of, right? And what trees did he produce, right? Like what other fruits did he produce, right? You don't really see people saying, yeah, man, he's from the Jason Garrett administration. And I don't want to hear nobody talking about Dan Campbell, because Dan Campbell is an extension of, I would say, a Bill Parcells more so than anything. All right? Pete Carroll, that's his name. Thank you, Common Sense. I forgot his name. But we're seeing shades of Pete Carroll within the confines of Shotty, right? Just like you saw some of the shades of Pete Carroll even with Dan Quinn. So what I'm getting at is that there's some synergy with these three guys, and that's why I believe Darius is pretty much attracted to Shotty because of his energy. It cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred. And Pete Carroll's energy transferred over to Quinn. And, of course, Quinn and Shotty never coached on the same team at the same time, but you can see some of the synergy or the similar energy that they embody. Now, what energy does is just because you have talent and you have knowledge, that's not everything. You still have to have the enthusiasm, the energy to complete a task. And I'm thinking that what favors a team to win you an extra 2 to 3 games. That even though, let me tell y'all something, like, believe it or not, when we went 5-11, 5-11, 5-11 under Dave Campo's administration, we had no business winning those 5 games, those 3 years in a row. But based off of his energy and his love for defense, we was trash on offense. But the Dave Campo era, his energy was able to win you those 2 or 3 games, right? So let me tell y'all this. With Schotty, his energy can help us out on winning 2 to 3 more games than we supposed to. So if we are naturally an 8-win or a 9-win team, just add 2 more to it. We're going to be a 10 or 11-win team if we're a 9-win team. Y'all get what I'm saying? Because of the energy. And it's just for what it is. Now, granted, he still got to prove it. That's why I'm still at a 5.5. Some people already all in with Schotty. But as this person that I am in, I see the good things. I see some negative things. I don't talk as much on the negative things because I get it. I'm going to let the 3-ladder, the 4-ladder network do all of that crazy stuff. But I'm going to be as real as possible when I see something that I'm saying, hey, what was that, coach? Hey, you said you're going to do this, coach. Right? So Schotty don't need the blue chew, though. Yeah, force multiplier. That's what that is, T-Jack. I'm not going to put him in that conversation, though. But he can become one of those. Keep in mind, he's still a rookie head coach. But Jimmy Johnson was a force multiplier for us. To see something like the way we won that Super Bowl, because he saw something that the Bills didn't really advertise, but he saw it on TV, and he was able to see that and work against it, right, for the good for the Cowboys. Coaches that like Jimmy Johnson, they burn out because that's all they want to do is win and compete. Coaches like Schottenheimer, what if he don't burn out? Because he's been waiting for this moment for over 20 years to be a head coach, and now he's a head coach, and he got all of this 20 to 25 years of energy built up that he can go on another 20 to 25 year stretch of giving us raw compassion coaching. How old is Pete Carroll? He's giving a lot of people a lot of energy. All right, I got from the 781 Jimmy the Greek. Man, you're live on The Nation. Talk to me.
What up, my brother?
Not much, bro. Not much.
How you doing? Long time no talk, man. It's been a busy summer, brother.
I know, man. I hung out with Soup Man while we was out there in Oxnard, and he couldn't help but to mention you and bring you up.
Please say hello. Please say hello to him. He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah, and DJ Blackbeard as well. He talked about you. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Blackbeard bought a new house, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't want to outspeak my wisdom teeth, but stay tuned. You're going to see more of us two together.
I can't wait.
You know, yeah.
I can't wait. Listen, first I want to say thank you for all your hard work, man, out in Oxnard. You did great. You really did. And we appreciate all that you do. Like I always say, this is no one compares to Law. I don't give a shit who is out there. Law is number one in my book, man. I just want to touch base really quick on the whole Micah situation. And I love Micah, don't get me wrong, man. But for him to come out and say that he doesn't want to be a Dallas Cowboy anymore, I don't know how you come back from that, Law. I don't know how you do that.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be a leader of your team, supposed to be, if not one of the best defensive players in the league. And for you to come out and say that, I don't know what kind of message you're sending to your teammates.
Man.
So what's your opinion on that?
You're right, Jimmy. I think, I don't know if it was Maya Angelou or somebody got the correct quote, but she said, she stated that whatever people say, believe them the first time or something like that. So,
right.
So, and I'm butchering the quote, but I believe.
No, I understand what you're saying exactly.
Yeah. For somebody to show you, just believe in what they say the first time.
Yep.
And even though he's speaking out emotions,
it's kind of like when someone's drinking. When they're talking buzz, that's the real talk right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. A drunken man's words is a sober man's thoughts. I heard. Right.
That's right. That's right.
So with Micah Parsons saying that, I know for sure. He's
right.
fed up with this, and not everybody had the same temperaments like a CD or like a Dak Prescott, right? It's just crazy. Of course.
And he's young. He's young.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what? It's just a shame that he had to say that. I just feel, let's say they get the contract settled and everything. He's got to make some statement now to say, okay, how does he come back from that? Say, okay, now I want to be a Dallas Cowboy. You know what I mean? It's that's a tough situation right there. You know what I mean?
Or he can say, man, I was just trying to play poker against a billionaire.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Exactly. You could come out like that. Exactly.
Parsons, hire me as your PR.
Listen, no matter what.
Yeah.
I hear you. No matter what, I'm excited for the season. I just want him to get back and start working out and get him ready for the season, man, because we need him. Let's face it, we do need him. So that's it, my brother. You keep up the great work. Much love to you, and I always support you. You know that.
No doubt, man. Let me hear you say it, bro.
About them Cowboys, baby. Woo!
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. I love that energy, man. So we'll see. And money changes all of that, because money answereth all things. Money answereth all things. Google it, look it up. Money answereth all things. Let me know if y'all found out where it's at. Money answereth all things. It don't say some things, a few things, a piece of a thing. It states money answereth all things. And granted, Micah Parsons did say, I no longer want to play for the Dallas Cowboys. My desire, my love for the Cowboys, I no longer want to do that. Now, there are certain words that you just don't play around with. People that's, involved with someone like marriage or what have you, you don't mention the D word. What's the D word? Divorce. You don't mention that, right? You don't mention certain words that can trigger certain things, right? So that's just for what it is. Money talk, bull, walk, law. Yeah, Rico, you right on that. And the money parts of it, even in the relationship, is a major thing. Don't y'all know most people settle down with a divorce because of the lack of finances? The lack of money creates that. Now, of course, that there are some that try to circumvent it and make sure they secure that bag by having a baby and a whole bunch of other stuff. But it is for what it is. Ice Cold Cowboy says, Chris Tucker movie, Money Talks. Yes, indeed. So when you see a young player like a Parsons who's driven to be in the elite company, egos are at the building. They are in that place, the desire to be a winner, a champion, and the hatred of losing can fuel that. So when you already said, and this is just me trying to really let y'all know about Parsons, he done already said last year, I'm willing to play for peanuts because I ultimately want to win the Super Bowl, right? Not a super plate, not a super fork, the Super Bowl. I want to keep this team together. I want to do X, Y, and Z. But when you have a different agenda, like the Cowboys, whereas they said, okay, we got us one, we just put him on the back burner and we assign everyone else, and we'll come back to Parsons at that same rate that he said that he would do it as. It don't work that way, unfortunately. So because his agent is in the building, I got Davis, man, with a super chat. Let's go. Let the AI speak on it.
Damon, Bama Boy, Davis $5. La UN Vogue or from Nathan, did y'all go to school together? Flexed biceps, medium dark skin tone.
Yeah, shout out to my guy Vach. You know, I don't know why the AI teacher don't know how to say his name, but Vach, we from Natchez, Mississippi. And unfortunately, I'm about 11 years older than Vach, so I never knew that he existed until we got into this space of being in the content creation side. So believe it or not, I saw Vach maybe it was 8-9 years ago when we first started doing this. He was doing college film, college breakdown and stuff like that. And I reached out to him and I said, hey, man, look, what about this cowboy stuff? You know what I'm saying? Hey, because he's really cold-blooded in the draft process. And I love the fact that Vach always remained the same on always giving back to the Cowboys community, but most importantly,
Jose
the drafting
Rodriguez,
community.
$19.99. You the man, La. Shout out La Nation. Does Mingo need some Mondo or did he pass the smell test at camp? I want to see him with Doc.
Yeah, Mingo did catch a few passes from Dak Prescott. Mingo don't need any Mando, but, you know, but I just think that he need to still show up in this game this Saturday. He need to. He need to show up in this game on Saturday. He need to give us 2 weeks of strong, good play for him to be solidified in his role. Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it from that aspect. All right, yeah. TMZ reporter, shout out to you, Ice Cold Cowboy, y'all crazy. Let me see.
Damon, Bama Boy, Davis $5. Vogue Newer from Natchez, did y'all go to school together?
Oh no, I was long gone before he got a chance. Yeah, because you know, if I'm 11 years older than him, then I was in college and he was just now trying to get to middle school or something like that, or however the math is mathing. But you know, it was crazy. You know, shout out to him, man. I think the world of Vach, man. I think that he handles himself well. He's a very knowledgeable guy. If you look at it, he knows he's shortchanging a lot of y'all for real, because what y'all don't know is that Vach is good with music, man. I got a Spotify playlist from him, and I'm sitting there like, man, I'm talking about Howlin' Oates. He goes all the way back to the, you know, he got a good list, a variety of lists, and he knows all of the songs. Like 3 or 4 years ago, when we went out to Oxnard together, and I was listening to his playlist as we were driving to a barbecue joint, and his playlist is crazy, y'all. He for the old school guys and the new school, he on it, right? And not just that, Vach knows a gang of information on guns. Like he can literally have a YouTube channel of showcasing his guns and shoot. And he will have 200. He probably have 1 million subscribers if he do that. You know, because that niche, sports niche, is not evergreen. But that niche right there is evergreen. You can talk about a gun, and people can go back and watch that video on how to clean a gun or how to break down and set it up or what brand you need to go with. People will go back and watch that video 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. So, yeah. And one other thing I want to spotlight, watch game. Shoot, the brother got watches. He collect watches and stuff. So, hey. He's solid, man. Vach is a very solid guy. I got from and y'all only getting a teaspoon of Vach. Y'all not getting everything. That's crazy. I think he's a comedian too on the side, and he does a whole bunch of good stuff, man. As far as a whole bunch of other stuff, bro. So Cowboys community, technically, we be knowing more than what we exhibit and exude, you know. But I got from the 206. I got my brother from another mother, MJ. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Law Nation in RogueShop.
What's up, Law Nation?
Yeah, what's good?
Tell that Vaj, I know you listen. You always messing with me. Hey, Vaj, send me some of that money, man. Vaj sent me some money last time.
He did.
I won a quiz. He gave me. He said, "Mom, I'm gonna send you $20." He sent me $20. I was like, "Damn, boy, send me $20."
The boy sent you $20, man. Don't get you some sandwiches. Give you some sandwiches, man, and some French fries, man. That's good, bro. You know.
Vaj looked out for me. Like, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I like the setup. The coaching stuff going. They're gonna get better. I'm not even tripping. How is what the blue guy hurt today or something?
I mean, he was face masked, and for some strange reason, I guess he lost his feet or he twisted his ankle. Hopefully, it's just something you can spat up, man, and get back out there. Put some Mississippi dirt in between it, and then get back out there. Yeah.
Okay, not too bad. Yeah, I don't like when people face mask. Come on, Cowboys.
Yeah.
You can't tackle. That means a guy about to break one on you, and you panic and pull. You know, you can't be doing that.
Well, you don't supposed to reach and lunge. So those are things that you're supposed to wrap, right? And I don't know if he was in the process of wrapping. But then we seen one guy dip his shoulder and blew up Jake Ferguson back. So it's crazy how injuries happens in the NFL. So hopefully, man, you know, he ice up and he'd be ready to go this weekend.
Yeah, because I want to see him play. You know what I'm saying? I was waiting to see him play. But yeah, man, the team is. I'm not worried about. You keep giving. Nah, I don't agree. But Vaj, I know you're listening. My boy, 71. You keep giving them reps, Vaj. He's gonna
Which one?
Keep getting good and good. Big 71.
71. Left tackle. Who's 71 on our team? Awesome. Nate.
No.
Lyell?
Yeah.
Nate
Nate
Thomas is 71?
Better and better. Yeah, his number 71.
Okay, good, man. I do like Nate. We will see more of Nate this week. Whether or not, you know, if they're going to be on snap together, if there's going to be a lot of holdings, some penalties. That's what I'm looking at the offensive line. I'm grading the offensive line on how they run, protect, of course, how they pass pro, but the technicalities of it, like, I don't want to see a lot of flags out there.
No, me either. And how you get better, a lot of reps. Keep it reps. See, it's the first time these guys getting a lot of reps with these coaches stuff.
Yeah.
Keep getting better and better and better. Because he got beat sometime on work, but sometime he didn't. Because Nate Newton even said, well, he didn't see number 8 that much. He's seen him a few times, but big Nate was stopping him. And he just get better. He got to get more reps.
No doubt.
Remember, he missed a whole year. Just like number 60. Number 60 keep getting the reps. He's going to get guidance. You know, both of them. Get them reps, them boys going to be good. Trust me.
No doubt, man. What else you got, man, before I let you go, man? What else you got for this show, bro?
Oh, what I got, I just, you got to say it right. I know Parsons, you got to be he can't get frustrated. But when you say you don't want to be a Cowboy.
Yeah, it kind of hurts, man.
I'm going to tell you something, Parsons. If they trade you, Parsons, I don't care what nobody say. If they trade you, Parsons, you're going to lose a lot of money, brother. I'm telling you right now. Because you ain't going to get all them TV things. Because all Cowboy fans, they get a lot of, look at Ico. Eco, what's that? He used to be in the studio for the Cowboys. Yeah, he used to be in the studio for the Cowboys. And by him working for the Cowboys, he got on TV. Brothers, all you brothers that listen and play for the Cowboys, don't be like Parsons. Make your money, man. Let your agent do your work. Don't be acting like you know everything. Just let the agent do it and just be calm. Because you're going to get paid by somebody if you good. Remember that. You're always going to get paid by somebody if you good. Don't be acting like a woman crying all the time. No disrespect to my ladies. Don't act like that and go on and let it work and let it work out. Because if Parsons, you get traded, if we trade you to New England, we ain't gonna hear from you no more.
Okay.
We'll say, yeah, you got sacks, you doing good, and the Cowboys gonna end up. Oh, what I do, since you crying a lot, let's trade Parsons.
Hush your mouth over there.
For the Rams. Let's get Vert, number 8, and we'll trade him Parsons. We'll make the swap and give us the 2 ones in that thing for Parsons.
Now who we should go get, bro?
Your boy number 8 for the Rams. The DN that get a lot of sacks. That rookie.
Okay.
What's his name? And it's Virch or something. What's his name is?
Virch. Okay.
You know number 8. Number 8. The rookie last year. That y'all said we have to watch out for. That know how to get sacks.
Jared Verse, right? Verse.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So let's make that trade. Get a number 2, 2 number 2s. I'm gonna get 2 number 1s in him, and we'll trade them for him.
Man, they ain't finna get rid of no Jared Verse, man. But that's a good hope, man. But I appreciate you, man. Yeah.
You try to speak that in there?
I hear you, man. You know. Yeah, but man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, bro.
No, man. How about them Cowboys? And let's stop crying, man. Let's just play some football.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, man. Here's my guy, Marv, man. MJ. He telling people stop crying. I got from the 614, I got the Noop that's in the building. From the 614, you're live. Never under. Oh, my bad. Wrong show. But what's good, man? Noop, what's good?
What's up, Noopy?
What's good with you, man? How you living, man?
All around Noopy.
His voice said Noop.
Let me ask you something.
Talk to me.
How can Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones talk about leadership? And they're the worst leaders we got.
Well,
can you explain that? Is that called an oxymoron or something? 'Cause I'm confused.
I think that when they sat down with Parsons, they said the same thing with CD Lamb. If we're going to give you this coins, if we're going to give you this money, this remuneration, then we would want to see more leadership from you, right? We want to see more out of you as far as taking command of this team. And trust and believe, bro, if somebody sit you down and they about to give you $200 million, you gonna be like, yeah, I'll be that leader, boss. You know, we all said we gonna want to be more of a leader, but I think that the front office, they are trying to do anything and everything possible to shy away from big contracts and see if they can find a sucker, and the sucker is born every minute. I heard.
Well, if they trade Parsons for another star, eventually they're gonna have to do a contract with them. They gonna have to keep doing contracts, so nobody gonna want to go there.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
I'm saying every year they're gonna come up with somebody want their money.
Right.
So superstars gonna eventually want their money. What they gonna do? Just keep doing the same thing over and over. Eventually, nobody gonna want to come to Dallas.
I think that's where the pathway is heading to for the future. Is that more and more people are seeing that there could be things made elsewhere. But to be fair, I think that in the minds of most people, you can't turn down that silver and blue and the star on the side of the helmet. It's just hard to turn down, bro.
Yeah, everybody keeps saying that, but times is changing, man.
It is, man. To that
we
degree.
could keep saying that, keep saying. Eventually, Rome fell. You know, everything falls.
Everything falters. Yeah. But you know, at the end of the day, I get what you're saying. The Cowboys do need to pretty much make it more appeasing to be here because there's a hard incentives to be here. As far as if you're going to have to get your money, you got to get beat up to get it and get sullied and denigrated from the front office.
Right.
You know what we all doing, though, bro, before I let you go, Noop, is that we are all trying to survive Jerry Jones. We are trying to outlive Jerry. That's what we try to do because we do know that Stephen Jones, he like to talk here and there, but it's not as crazy as his dad, Jerry, and that's who we all try to survive. We kind of get it, you know. It's like one of those things that we stuck up under a dictatorship, and we are seeing it with our natural eyes that Jerry Jones is one of those guys that's in that dictatorship, and we just trying to all survive. We just trying to hold our ground, bro.
I'm old school, noob. I'm 69 years old. I haven't seen, and Cowboys been my first team and the team ever I've been, you know, a part of. And I have never been in this situation ever, and it don't look good.
Yeah, I mean,
it don't look good, man.
But we keep the faith, man, and keep fighting for us, man.
I'm a pull for him. I'm about to start. But Jerry Jones and his son, that's the Al Davis of the West, of the East.
Yeah, he is. He's Al Davis of the East. You ain't lying.
Al Davis has a son. They still they still down. You know.
That is some crazy. There's some crazy synergy there, man. But I appreciate you, man. Let me hear you say it, bro.
Okay, later.
Well, I guess, you know, at 69, man, you know, the craziest thing of it, Jerry at 69 had all type of energy, right? Jerry at 69, he have all type of energy and recall and all of that stuff, right? Jerry far from being 69, by the way. He's way older than that. And my caller, shout out to him. He's 69. Just keep his head up. But one thing I can say that Al Davis and Jerry, they both have 3 Super Bowl rings. They both entered into the Hall of Fame, right? They both fought against the NFL, and they got a lot of similarities. But the only thing is, I think that, you know, Al Davis tasted the dirt at the age of 80 or 79 himself, or 79, 80. Y'all can let me know. And Jerry lived way beyond Al Davis at this point, right? And we seen Al Davis kind of lose, like, grips of reality, and we sitting here like, oh, okay, we just going to let him make it. And his son with the bowl cut, it was just crazy seeing him. We were like, hey, with all that money, you can't go to the barbershop and get number 2? Like, go take that man to the barbershop and tell him to get the taper fade number 2 or number 3 or something like that. Give him a mohawk or something. But this dude literally had a bowl cut, and that's Al Davis' son. I forgot his name. But I got last caller but not least from the 469. What's on your mind?
Yo, good afternoon, Law Nation. How are you?
Man, I'm great, man. I can't complain, bro. How you living, man?
Good, man. Just having a blessed life, being a father now.
Oh, man,
many
congratulations
to everybody. Yeah, man. Thank you. Real quick, just my 2 points, and then I'll leave you to it. Call it a day, man. So real quick, I think Parsons is going to be the Cowboy uniform by week 3 or 4, especially if we lose those first 2 weeks. And I'm expecting like a 5-year contract with 3/4 of that money being guaranteed. However, like I told you, Law, the way Cowboys do business is just backwards. If they lose a generational player like Parsons, the repercussions of that will follow this team for a while. And people saying like, oh, we're going to get these first and second round picks. Do we forget about all the players that we drafted and busted? Case in point, Taco, Mozzie, Shoemaker. I mean, just because we have these picks doesn't mean they're a guaranteed generational star. You know, we got to think about that. And to land on Parsons and for where he landed, I mean, you know, it is what it is. But to lose a player like that, that's saying volumes, right?
Yeah.
And my last point is this. I love Dak. I vouch for Dak, and I truly believe in his ability to be a quarterback that can lead this team to the Super Bowl with the right game plan and culture and coaches, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, Joe Milton is here. His touch and pocket ability has improved tremendously, Law,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm pretty
It
sure
is.
you've seen that in practice.
Yep.
And we already know we already know what he can do out of the pocket. So I say this to say this. I'm gonna call it right now. Cowboys did it again. Tony, Dak, and now Milton. So hopefully, by saying that, I'm not trying to speak out my what, but I truly believe that, hey Dak, I mean, I pray for you. I'm gonna be on your corner here and there, but man, if you were to give that position up to Joe Milton, I don't see anything that he has shown me that he's not ready for it, and that's all I got, Law.
Great, man. Appreciate you, man. Good call from my guy. Always delivering the good information and the intel. It's one of those things, and if I can go back to the Bill Parcells statement of put the anointing oil away, right? Joe Milton played one professional football game against he was on the Patriots at that time. I forgot who they played against, but he put up some good numbers, and we will see Joe Milton again this weekend. It's going to be nice. To be fair, there were a lot of people that was at the Patriots camp last year, and they said that Joe was looking better than, I think that they drafted a guy named May. I think it's May Drake or Drake May Drake, whatever his name is. They were saying that Joe was looking better than him, right? And we've seen what kind of upside that they are looking to have out of Drake May or May Drake over there in Patriots land. And Joe Milton, we know that he's athletic. 6'5", can turn a backward flip, man. Come on, man. Can throw the ball 75 yards with ease, can roll out. It's just that I don't want you guys to rush him. His name is Drake May. Shout out to you, Toxic Tom and Big Sarge. I was saying May Drake. But Drake, he was outperforming. Like, look it up, Google it, and y'all will see, like, hey, Joe Milton. And he was throwing it to a guy named Keyshawn Boutte and all of this stuff. He wasn't throwing it to a Pickens or a Lamb or to a degree as we talking about Mingos and as well as Jalen Tolbert. So he got a better situation versus being in the Patriots land and now being out here in Dallas. So all I want Cowboy fans to do is not rush it. Let him continue to develop. Let him learn all what Dak Prescott brings to the table and how he set himself up to be a 9-year or a 10-year vet now. So he just need to learn as much as he can. Now, for those who've been out there, we seen, like my guy Joe Milton, he would look at that, and if he don't trust it, he would take it and run it. And we're like, hey, throw it there. But after I've seen, and I'm going to make some people mad, and I don't give a damn. I'm going to make y'all mad just a little bit. And y'all know who I'm finna make mad. Where he at? Where he at? Yeah.
We answered. I talked stuff. I thought we had it. But it goes to show you who's a better team. And I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe.
He said, I love my Eagles. I love my Eagles. But don't beat me up. I'm just going to say this. And there are going to be some people coming out of the woodworks and say, Lord, man, you just a biased Homer Cowboy fan. But the things that I seen Jalen Hurts do, I think that Joe Milton can do the same. I mean, come on. I think that Joe Milton can do the same. There's a lot of people. Yeah, Monty, he hurt. Yeah. I'm just saying, he's athletic. He can. He's a guy that if you give him options, give him time, he would put that ball so your wide receiver can catch it. He just need to work on a few other things, but he's not there all the way yet. But if you surround Joe Milton with enough pieces, the same thing, I'm just saying, the same thing that you see Hurts do, you see Milton do. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, All right, but there is a guy named Mike Mayock who put up a tier together, and it's very, very, very much so interesting to hear. Let's listen to this. Bear with me, and don't y'all feel some type of way with Mike Mayock. He just giving his opinions of how he ranks the 2025 quarterbacks.
The quarterbacks in my book every year. And I have 4 franchise quarterbacks this year, which I think everybody knows who they are. And at number 5, I got Jaden Daniels. And if he has another year this year like last year, with everybody game planning for him, he'll be the 5th franchise quarterback. And then there's a group from 6 to 12 that you can win Super Bowls with. And 2 of them already have, Jalen Hurts and Matthew Stafford. It's
like he said can win with, right? He threw in Jaden Daniels over Jalen Hurts. Now, I'm going to ask you, Rodney says, stop it, Law. Hurt played the perfect Super Bowl. Please don't compare the two. What if I say that what Jaden Daniels did is the same thing Hurts can do, right? Like, if you put Jaden Daniels on that Eagles team, do you think that they would have been able to get to the Super Bowl? Do you think that Jalen Hurts is a force multiplier, that he elevates the entire room or the room elevates him? Let me know in the chat. But what I'm getting at is that you still need to be capable of winning games, right? So if you putting Hurts into that category and you dismissing Joe Milton to that degree, or Jaden Daniels or Stafford, or to that point, Dak Prescott, what are we talking about? Because this is the ultimate team sport. But when you start to look back at everything and you saying, okay, this was a team that had more passing, had more rushing than they had passing, you start to say to yourself, how were they winning? Okay.
It's a really good second group.
And I got to get the names. I'm assuming Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, and Burrow are the 4?
Yeah, they were the 4.
Okay. And Daniel's above Hurts on this list.
Well, here's the point. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
In the first 4, if I gave you first pick, I'll take any of the other 3 and beat you. I think Daniels has the potential to get into that group.
Okay.
And I think in that next group, and I'll share. The way I look at it.
Let's go.
I had Stafford and Hurts, who both won Super Bowls.
Yep. I
had Goff. I had Herbert.
Okay.
I had Purdy. I had Mayfield, who got into that group for the first time this year.
Love it.
And C.J. Stroud, I got a little. His first year was great. Last year, I don't have that on him. That was some of the worst pass protection I ever saw. I think he's going to have another strong year.
I love how people confuse the two. Shit. I would take Daniels over Spurts any day as ice cold cowboy. One for each finger says he's artistic. A shout out to the artistic community. We all love them. All right. Yeah. Yes, I can agree that. But both I'm talking about you're comparing Milton to Hurts. All right. So let me ask you this, and I'm just being real. I'm just being real with you, just like you being real with me. What can Hurts do that Milton can't? I just need to know. Just put that in the chat. Just what Hurts can do that Milton can't, and let me know. Let me know. That's all I want to do. That's all I'm saying. I know if I were to say that with Dak can't move like Hurts, and I think that Hurts is a great scrambler. But Dak been hurt and he's not moving like Hurts. You know what I'm saying? But Milton have the possibility to move around if given a great situation. Win under pressure. Okay, so name me the game that they 100% relied on Hurts to win, and it wasn't a wide receiver and it wasn't a running back. Go. I need to know, name me that game, that you said to yourself in the box score, if it wasn't for the quarterback, not the running back, name me that game. Name me that game. Oh, you said Super Bowl? No, because I looked back at that game. I saw the defense doing crazy things. Name me that game. T.A. Cowboy says no. Okay, all right. I'm just saying, Law Mike Mayock looks like a Jones. He do.
Darren Posey, $5. Law Mike Mayock looks like a Jones.
I wanted Blue to play this Saturday. Oh, we do have some more up-to-date news on who's playing and who's not. Hold on, give me 1 second here. I think my guy John Machota just posted things. And I'm not beating up the ideology to take away from Hurts' Super Bowl. I do like the fact that the brother then stood tall in that Super Bowl and he got him a ring. You can't take that away from him. I'm not saying that. But you can't name me with a definitive fact that Hurts can throw a 75-yard pass down the field with pinpoint accuracy. You can't name me the situation and scenario that Hurts won you game without run game, without defense. You can't name me those situations and scenarios. But you can say, since birthed into the league, he's been on a good team. He's had an A.J. Brown, a Smitty, and several and plethora of different variations of running backs that was pretty much good. Nothing to the degree of what we had in the last 5 or 6 years, by the way. You can't name me those things. But it is for what it is. All right, let's listen. Let's watch this right here. Let me read this out then because I thought it was a video, but it's just the outline. It states here, John Machota, 17 minutes ago, Dak Prescott stated, doesn't think that he's playing in Saturday's preseason game. Playing in the preseason game is not his decision. He'll be more than happy to play it if they want him to. I'm all for playing. I truly believe that Dak Prescott need to play in the preseason game. Stephen Fox says he just got a run game last year. I don't think that you followed the Eagles enough. But the Eagles been a running team since he's been on that team. If you go back and watch and look at their rushing attack, they either had running back by committee when they didn't have a dominant weapon like a Saquon Barkley, or they had a situation where they were a run-first team. We all know that. Anybody that watch sports, especially the Eagles, they always been a run team. Even when they won the Super Bowl in 2017, by the way. They were the third-ranked rushing team in the National Football League. It wasn't a fly, Eagles, fly. It was more of a run, Eagles, run, But, it is for what it is. I would love to see Dak Prescott back to the Cowboys sides of things. I would love to see him playing in the preseason game. Granted, you can get hurt on any play. I get it. You want to be safe and precautions with all of that. But that's the difference between operating out of comfort versus operating out of fear. And the Cowboys, 9 times out of 10, they will forever be operating out of comfort because there's no jobs on the line. So they take the safest way out. Now, the reason why I want to be 1,000 with y'all with this is because we got 2 divisional games. I don't need for us to be having a ramp-up situation and we look back at things and we say, all right, cool. We okay with Dak Prescott trying to warm up against the Eagles. No, we don't need that. Let's listen to the rest of this one.
So when I leave that second group, Rich, and I say you can win a Super Bowl with all those guys. You get in the third group, they're solid, but they have kind of question marks. And that's guys like Jordan Love, Dak Prescott, Sam Darnold, Geno Smith, Bo Nix is still there, Tua, Trevor Lawrence, Kyler Murray. They're all... And then there's some young guys that I keep to the side because they haven't proven it yet. That Drake may.
Did anybody took the time out of their day to look up Jaden Daniels' stats and compare them to Bo Nix, as well as cross-analyze those particular stat lines and compare them with the other guy that painted his fingernails? I forgot his name, but he played for the Chicago Bears. If you look up all 3 of those quarterback stats, All three of them damn quarterbacks had the similar stats. It's just that Jaden Daniels was on the NFC East, who plays the Cowboys twice, who got the situation and scenario that the Washington team been somewhere that they haven't been in the last 30 years, and that's all the way to winning multiple postseason games. That Jaden Daniels stat line and all of that stuff been overshadowed. Well, overshadowed Bo Nix and overshadowed what Caleb Williams did. And that's just for what it is. Now, granted, any of these quarterbacks, you place them on a team like Hurts had, I'm quite sure that they would figure out ways to get things going the same way. But that's a whole nother conversation. Now Bo Nix want me some money. That was a good boy. Yeah, ice cold. Yeah, people fail to realize Bo Nix was throwing that thing.
Hey, Caleb Williams, Michael Penix guys, and there's some guys the jury's out. They haven't done much yet. Bryce Young, J.J. McCarthy, Cam Ward, Anthony Richardson, and some of those old vets like, let's see, Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. So I just kind of gave you a list there that I think is intriguing, but it's the way I qualify quarterbacks going into a season.
Where's Rodgers?
He's
on the list.
Off to the side.
Damn, he put Rodgers off to the side. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the globe, Broncos, ice cold Cowboy Broncos, the new one to watch this year, not named Cowboys. Yeah, I feel you too, bro. Broncos. Yeah. But we play them, week 5, week 6. I can't wait to see what we can do against the Broncos. We haven't beaten them since 95, 96 season. So let's see what we can do against those guys. Denver is deep. Hell of a receiver, too. Just from T-Jack. Yeah. Here's the other thing that I was going to get at. Mike Mayock says, can win with the Super Bowl. Can win Super Bowl with, right? I wish that Rich Eisen can ask him, well, how were the Brad Johnsons of the world and Trent Difford was able to win and all of these things? Like, is there an anomaly or how does this list really works when you're talking about can win Super Bowl with? Because there's Nick Foles of the world, Joe Flacco's of the world. Like, how do you quantify that list when it is a situation and scenario that there have been a less tier of quarterbacks to win you Super Bowls? Like let me ask him that. Can y'all reach out to him and ask him, yeah, Mike Mayock, this list is good, but how come that there have been less of value of quarterbacks to win Super Bowl? Is it a different criteria, or are you just saying that the quarterback is the end-all, be-all to these situations? For what I'm getting at in Cowboy Nation. It's 4:33. Appreciate y'all. Went 33 minutes overtime. I just wanted to get that point out. And on top of that, there will be more and more news, more and more details throughout the day. Be sure to check out Cowboys Collectives. We will be live. And let me see if I can pull this up so you guys can click that link and join and be ready to hear all of the insider of the insides of the news that John Machine Gun Machota will display with all of you guys today on this beautiful day. But if you go to my Twitter page, you will see right here, all you got to do is click this button right here. It'll take you, and we'll be live in 3 hours. I'm going to take this link, and I want you guys to reserve your spot over here. Let's collide our minds and our ideas together. Click that link there. And in 3 hours, we will be live talking more and more Cowboys about what we're going to do, what we need to do, especially for the first opening day this weekend on Saturday. Cowboys-Rams. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Appreciate you guys. If we offended anyone today on these episodes, then dog it, you just offended. Grow a pair. You just offended, right? I'm just messing with y'all. But I hope all is well with everybody. Appreciate the sponsors. Thank everybody for tuning in. Do me a huge favor. Continue to share this content. Let friends or neighbors know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and Beyond. What I'm getting at, regardless of the quarterback, you still need a complete team. We still need a complete team. That is right, Jerry. And Jerry, we just hold it tight, man. We just holding tight, man. Not saying we wish anything to happen to you or at you. But we as Cowboy fans, a third of us was fans before you even bought the team. And we really appreciate the glow that you put on this star. But no one is brighter than the star. And no one is above the stars, right? But we thank you, Jerry. But some stuff is left unsaid. You will be a fool to think that you got deals done, billions of dollars deals done just by a handshake. We know that there's other parameters to that. All we want as Cowboy fans is for us to stay focused on football, not talking contracts. We don't give a dog if you're going to put a racetrack around the stadium and they're going to have unlimited margaritas. Well, unlimited margaritas do sound cool, but we don't care about that. We want to win games. We want the focal point to be the Dallas Cowboys versus whoever. But somehow we drag down to the lowest levels of value versus this player not worth that. And it's crazy. And it trickles down to us repeating the same things that you guys said. Get the contract signed today. We tired of growing gray hairs over this. That's what we doing. We tired. Ain't it right? Bandit for life. Win games. That's all we want. The most important thing, in the words of your mentor, Al Davis, may he rest in peace. Just win, baby. That's all we looking for. W-I-N. Let's win. They say that prize fighter, even when he's down, he continue to swing. They say the race is not to the swift nor the battle to the mighty. We've been enduring for a long time. They say that, hey, the fruit of the spirit, one of them is long suffering. We got a lot of fruit over here. And we ain't talking about 49ers. But we got a lot of fruit. We got a lot of patience. And it may be appearing that it's running thin. But for 30 years, 30 seasons, we've been here, locked, loaded, and ready. But we got this name that is called Jerry Jones, who's been the common denominator, him and Steven. None of these players or coaches been here for 30 years, 30 seasons, but you guys been here. So all we're saying, AJ, Coach AJ, yeah, I'm back. Just simmer down and settle down and get these deals done, and let's focus only on W-I-N, winning. I always say this on my way out, Cowboy Nation. It's the same quote. It may hit different on different days to those who listen. But it's about heart, soul, and sinew, and a desire to win in life, not just the opportunities to play this sport, but life in general. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, or plan to lose all terror of your mind. If you would simply, just simply go after the things you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold or the poverty or the famish or fame or the sickness about your brain can turn you away from the things you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation, you will get it. That's been my time. Yes, Coach, I stood out there for Oxnard for 14 days. 14 days I'm out there. gathering content and information for you all. 14 days. So let's see if the Cowboys can be victorious this year. For me being out there for 14 days, it's not about me, it's about the Cowboys. All right, this just been updated 50 seconds ago. Dak Prescott, when asked about Micah Parsons' trade request and if he thought about the possibility of Parsons not being his teammate. No, not necessarily. I think if I wouldn't have been in his shoes and watch other guys be in his shoes and get rewarded, maybe. But I've got the faith in the Joneses and this team as I do in Micah and his team. Levin is a Cowboy. So what he said, basically, ladies and gentlemen,
it's an evil world we live in.
He's saying basically that Parsons not going anywhere. I've just been in them shoes before, and trust and believe. It's scary, but it's necessary. We going to get him this deal done. Now, as I look for my outro music, I'm going to say this, though, ladies and gentlemen. Jerry Jones. You don't have to put them shoes on these players. Stop buying them big old shoes and forcing these guys to be in it. The shoe was a perfect size last year. He should have worn them shoes last year. Micah Parsons have no business being in a $40 to a $45 million shoe right now. You had the right shoe size last year, 30 to 33. But by you waiting, them shoes big, man. And Dak got no business being in a $60 million shoe. Come on with it, Cowboy Nation. Y'all get what I'm saying with my analogy. Come on.
Turn to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me.
Don't zone me.
I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady.
Yeah.
The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy.
Come on, can't call Law Nation lazy.
I need 6 rings like MJ.
Come on, baby, quality in law was crunk.
Wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip, this wet. Tell him run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell him run it up.
Shout out to George Powell, Sargon, 1999. To Leela Team, Khalil Small, Sadiq Charles, Bama Boy. Come on, let me take a trip out to Philly. Come on. Come on. Rodriguez. Darren. Posey. Come on.
Made some bad decisions that brought my mama
Not
pain.
mines, baby.
I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name.
That's law. Come on.
I wake up, flex, I'm down that check. No drip, this wet.
Till I run it up.
No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex,
Law.
down that check.
Come on,
No
baby.
drip, this
Appreciate everybody, man, for supporting the nation. Appreciate you guys for being out there with me. Let's continue to grind and shine, baby. Come on, Cowboy Nation. I thank all of you guys on the way out. Be sure to let people know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best.
Save the last bite for you.
Until next time, DC for life, not for sure.
So far, if a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far.
It's an evil world we live in.
So far, if a paper crane can fly.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Shame.
Fly on.